Omari got to go off on the Lakers. How we didn't do shit.
Oh yeah, Omari, talk to me about our
brother.
Lakers.
It's like, come on, dude. Like I remember, I forgot what Twitter page it is on Twitter, but it's like it was just like he put like day one of Rob Watch after like the free agency started, like, and I don't know what day we're on. Has got to be like 15 of we're the last team in the entire league to not make a trade or a signing. It's just like you would think that we had glaring holes that they would want to address as soon as possible. I don't know if it's the Lakers tax. I don't know if Rob is disliked. I don't know if niggas just don't like his face or the way he talks or something. Like,
it's funny because Bron
they don't want to play.
Bron was literally going to take less money if you could have got anybody. Couldn't get anybody. It's just like I don't understand what's going on. It's like Rob has escaped accountability for so long, blaming it on the coaches or LeBron. It's just, at what point is Genie gonna be like, yo?
I mean, this year, right? If you guys don't win it.
It's like, but we know we're not gonna win, like, you know, unless a miracle happens.
It was 2 years ago. You guys made it to the conference finals, and he was a big part of getting players in the Westbrook trade. And
but he was also a big part in the Westbrook trade. So it's just like
He fixed it though. He fixed it.
Yeah.
Fixed it a little bit, but yeah, he did a good job of turning it around.
And then Darvin Ham was blamed.
That was, I mean,
so he took the brunt.
Darvin Ham is a big part to blame, but it's like it's also to blame whoever hired him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Like it's still part of his job to find to take interviews,
Yeah.
to find the best candidate for a job. Like, how did you look at Darvin Ham and be like,
Took
like,
you to the conference
this
finals.
the dude?
So that's probably why.
He was a part of the
did.
thing, Hassan. Yeah, I know he was there.
I'm
Like,
saying he is.
I think
I feel
the
like this is
genius
the
of
year
LeBron
that
James,
he's everything on him.
the genius of LeBron James and Anthony Davis took them to the conference finals.
Yeah, I mean, players for sure helped that.
but
you know.
I think that him just being so inactive, not even just this, what's it called, by the trade deadline too. Literally the whole reason, like, the only reason people didn't go off on him harder during the trade deadline is because he was like, oh, you know, we're waiting to keep our assets so we could gain another pick and be able to trade in the offseason. And then here comes the offseason, and what do we get? None.
I don't think people like dealing with the Lakers in general, Omari.
Yeah,
Other teams
I
will
get
do
it.
like fair team deals with each other. Like the
Yeah,
GMs will
so,
talk.
I mean,
they'll get down
that
to
is
it.
frustrating,
They'll do
but-
favors. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that doesn't happen for the Lakers often. Like it just doesn't.
What do you mean? You
That
guys
is
stars all the
frustrating, but-
time.
Okay,
They're
let's
one
talk
of
about
the
stars.
biggest free
Let's talk
agency
about
signings.
stars. Let's talk about stars. Talk about it. Other than LeBron James and free agency, we
And
traded
Anthony
for Davis.
Davis,
That's a
like-
trade.
Yeah.
Okay. What about before LeBron? We don't get we like Laker. Like I don't think
You
this
guys are
perception.
thinking before LeBron.
Here's the question. Here's the thing you understand. Everyone thinks LA gets stars. From 2016 days, what have we really got?
You guys are tanking. You guys are rebuilding.
All right. Oh, but
So,
dude,
he's
it
gonna
just
come into a rebuilding.
what
you're
I mean.
part of the
But
thing
still.
where people just think, oh, he's gonna like you know this trend on Twitter. He's gonna be in a Laker. He's already a Laker.
Yeah.
He's already in LA. That like I don't know
Okay,
if
but
you
you're
bought
acting like
into
people
that,
do not want to come to LA.
bro. But like
But they
I
keep
said,
going
I
to
was
the
a part of that
Clippers.
narrative too. People want to go to LA. But
They
how
keep
come we
going
haven't
to the
gotten these
Clippers.
people?
They keep
We haven't
going
got
to the
DeRozan.
Clippers.
We haven't got PG. We didn't get Kawhi. All these times.
Harden.
It's not a better fit for them.
Harden.
It is. That's the dumb part. The dumb part is a much better team.
DeRozan's the better fit for the Lakers.
No,
what
I'm
is he gonna
talking,
do?
I'm talking about the other people.
Yeah,
Everybody else.
Name them.
Paul George,
Harden-
Kawhi Leonard,
Harden
Harden.
would have been a better
You
fit.
can't,
We
you guys
can't
can't
put
give Paul
I'm
George
talking
a
about
max
Paul
all,
George
I'm
is
contract.
talking
Kawhi-
about
yes.
all time, bro. Like free agency wise in LA, we don't get what you think we
Clippers
get.
traded for
Kawhi was
Paul
supposed to
George.
go to LA. That was like the whole scandal when he ended up going to the Clippers. People were laughing at LA
Okay,
because
but
they're
you
like,
wanna
oh,
do
he
it
plays
I don't think
well,
people
he
like
plays well.
I don't think people like I guess like the top of the upper tier, like the management or how people are
Bro.
how it's run. I don't
You're
think they
just
do.
talking like you're not making any sense with your argument.
Bro,
That
because
isn't
Why
like,
people,
Listen,
you can't afford these guys or it's not a good fit.
dude.
right now.
Yes, it
Like
was.
If
the
it
fans
is a
think
good
they're
fit-
getting everybody, bro.
you act like Lakers have infinite money. Why don't they splash infinite money on every
They're
year? Like
actually
when
pretty
we,
cheap.
When did I say that?
no, I'm saying you act like they don't like just do that every year. Like bro, when we
gives
were
you
tanking
any
and then the
type of
days after
inclination
Braun,
that I do?
before we got AD to give him contracts, we had bread to spend, but people weren't coming.
Yeah, no one's coming to a rebuilding team though.
Bro, LeBron was there for 5. He's been there for 6 years.
We've
LeBron
got,
can't
we got
do it.
free agents when he was here. It's just this year we haven't gotten any.
He's talking about like
But
max
he's talking-
players,
I'm
like
talking
big
about
stars,
like
you
from the
can't
past like
afford
10
that.
years.
Bro, the
For
new
past
CBA
10
doesn't
years.
even allow that unless
Exactly.
the only way we would get a max player is if he was on our team originally, we can re-sign him.
But it's
there's-
even-
you can't-
even-
we already have AD and LeBron. You can't acquire another max contract without having to do the fucking Phoenix Suns thing and surround the whole team
Exactly.
with
I'm
bums.
I'm
But it's
talking
like
about
we
the
see
past
other-
10
We
years.
tried
of
that
LA.
with Russell Westbrook and it was ass. He was making $40 million. That's
Yeah.
a star, right? Like
You're acting like
No,
my
but
whole
it's
point is that you guys are
obvious.
acting like people don't want to come come to LA. Well, that's just
They
that's
keep
not-
Brother,
going to
I've
the
been in the
Clippers.
I've been in the LA the trenches from he's like all these things, all these rumors.
Wasn't
People
Robert
gonna come to
Sacre.
LA. People don't come to LA, and like
That's just not true. This year they didn't, but which I get it. It was bad.
I'm
This
talking
year,
about
but,
bigger
like,
stars in the past 15 years. Best
Okay,
15
but
years.
why?
Let's go back in time. When were all the
Why?
reports
'Cause
saying
they're poorly
DeRozan, Paul
managed.
George, all these
No,
things, all
because
these
of
people gonna come? They
those
didn't, right?
years-
Is
You guys
LeBron
were
and AD
building.
not big enough stars?
No, no.
Like,
Other
dude,
than
LeBron is the biggest
other
star in
than
the
a tra-
game.
other than a trade for Anthony Davis and a signing of like legit the GOAT of all time coming to LA to have his family. No one else has come to the Lakers in the past 10, 15 years.
Okay. What
It's-
were you guys
am I
doing
right?
before
it was
LeBron James?
old ass Kobe. Who's gonna
Exactly.
join old ass Kobe?
Oh,
And
right up after
guys that you guys are
2016.
building up from the draft. Who's
Okay,
gonna
talking
do
about
that?
2016.
Huh?
No, who's gonna do that?
Who's gonna join the team
Four
that they're
fucking
building?
like damn near star level players.
Who's gonna go to
developing.
the Lakers and play
Developing?
with like 20-year-old Julius Randle and
Yeah,
Randle,
I'm like
Ingram,
a,
Lonzo,
and I'm
Josh
like a
Hart,
27-year-old
Kyle
star. I'm gonna just go play with those young
Bro,
guys.
let me
It's
get
a-
this.
it's a-
Let me
it's a
say
chance.
something, bro.
It's a
Everybody
chance.
overrates the fuck out of that fucking team just because they turn out to all be good players. That
course.
team was not winning shit. That
You're
team
right.
was not
You're
winning
right.
shit.
You're right.
So why would people come play with them? Like those
Exactly.
dudes were all young. Nobody even knew they were.
LeBron
anything.
even going there
but
is
this
kind
is-
of crazy.
guys,
He's
guys.
the one who won 30.
Dude,
You guys are-
he
Guys,
fucking almost
this is
dragged
back-
that team to the playoffs by himself. Like,
But this is back to the whole the whole like premise of this like topic is saying, he's people Lakers
Yeah,
get
like,
players. They don't get players you
that's
think.
That's what we're trying to say. You
I'm
guys,
trying to tell you guys they don't get the players
you guys
you
are
think.
Okay,
saying
but
like
you're saying-
no, but in
but-
the same argument, you guys are saying the Lakers are a star franchise, and you guys are just gonna get players, and then you're saying that why would anybody want to go there? They're rebuilding. It's just like
You guys are acting like people
Okay,
don't want to go there because
they
because
don't.
of management. That's not
They
true.
don't.
It's just not a good fit
that
for
is
them right now. And it's-
right.
You
Like,
think
if
Paul
they
George
got
could have
to
been a
the-
Laker?
If it was a good fit, yes. If they had the money and it was a good fit for him, he would 100% go to the Lakers.
Brother,
Why
this
do you
was-
go to the Clippers?
This was before. Oh my
Or,
god.
I mean,
Hassan,
why did he
Hassan, what-
re-sign with the Clippers?
I said, what was the Western Conference? I mean, the conference finals last year.
What do you
It
mean?
was Heat and Celtics.
Conference
right?
Finals. Yeah,
It was Heat Celtics, and then it was Lakers and Nuggets.
yeah.
It's just like most of the teams should be wanting to get better, and each free agency, like last free agency, they all got some players to go there. Miami Heat didn't get many. They ended up just
we signed a bunch of people last season though. Like,
not. But I'm talking about at the end. We
do you
didn't. We
mean?
didn't. We didn't change a whole lot. Like we got Gabe and
Torian
Cam.
Prince, Jackson,
And
Hayes,
Gabe was a
Cam
great
Reddish.
signing
Yeah, but they were all. But it's all
for
like.
a great price.
But I'm saying it's all just like minuscule players, and we keep having to get minimum to like lower
Also,
than MLE
also,
players.
we made a trade
but
mid-season
because-
and got to the Western Conference Finals. They're not going to blow the team up right after doing
Not
that.
to say
you know?
blow the
Exactly.
team
And you
up,
guys made
but
it
it's
with
like
they
there's-
kept playing.
but we
They
still have
kept-
holes.
And they added to the team. They didn't get rid of no one
But we
either.
still have
so-
holes on the team, and so it's like, but we saw that team wasn't enough.
okay,
So but we saw that the team wasn't enough after last year,
Yes.
and we went two big periods in signings, the deadline and the start of free agency, with zero.
okay,
And so, and
I'm
it's
not
not
gonna-
just because, but it's not. We can't just continue to be like, oh, the team's not. It's not a fit. Oh, it's not this. Like, there's people like Caruso, who got traded for a bag of chips, but it's like that offer. I doubt that offer was on the Lakers' table, and they were like, nah, I don't want that.
what could
You know
the
what I mean?
Lakers given to the Chicago
They
Bulls that
gave him
helped?
like some. What did they give
Better.
him?
Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey has
That nigga sucks.
Oh, he's
potential.
better than any of our young players. I'd
Exactly.
rather have Giddey than Shafino or Cam Reddish.
Nah,
He
but
has
there's
potential.
other
Okay, comparing Gideon to Shafino, who doesn't even
Yeah,
play
like-
PT.
No, but
Giddey
he-
is on
he
I'm
the
fits-
saying
he
we
fits
had
the
no one to
Bulls
give
and
him
what
as
they
good
wanna
as
do.
Giddey.
Like,
Like,
yeah. Plus, he's a playmaker that helps.
But we also
That's a
had
big
a
need
higher
for that
picks and
team.
stuff too. Like
You're not gonna get
we could
Caruso,
at
you're
least
not gonna
offer
give a better
something.
offer.
But it's like there's other players too who have continually chose, even over the years, continually chose to go. Like even people who want to come to LA keep going to the
bro,
Clippers.
we can't get every free agent though.
Not every free
You have
agent,
the
but
money
with
to
you guys.
afford
But you
those
guys'
guys,
main
that too.
point was that people will want to come to the LA just because it's LA.
Yes.
But for the last 15 years, the only stars who have wanted to come
It's
to
true.
LA was LeBron, and
There's
he
rules
orchestrated.
and salary cap. And there's
Okay,
a lot of
but
like,
we're
actions
not.
that come
But
into
we're
it.
not
Only
just
guys
talking
wanna
about
come
What
to
about
LA.
stars.
before? What
We're
about
not,
before
okay, I'm not
AD
talking
came?
about
How come there was
MVPs.
money there?
I'm not talking about
Who was
MVPs.
unparalleled before AD came? Tell me.
LeBron. And all the
And-
younger guys, right?
and all the younger guys.
Who's the younger? Who's
All
the
the
guy?
younger guys.
Okay, but
Who were the
what
contracts
star
like?
player
Who
wants to
were
go
they?
play with the younger guy?
LeBron's there.
Because of
Before
like the
AD,
Hollywood
before
stuff,
AD,
right?
before AD, when
LeBron literally went to the Lakers simply because it was LA. He literally
Exactly.
knew that team wasn't going to do shit.
That's what
And
I
they
said.
got AD
I
because
said
of
this.
it too with the trade. They,
Okay, but that was the season after he traded all the young guys. Why didn't someone go there with LeBron? Why did LeBron go there?
Who's the free
and then
agent there that
and
could
then
go with
and then,
LeBron?
and then the GOAT of the NBA had to bring in the best power forward in the NBA to the team.
Dude,
Why
bro,
did that
this
happen?
narrative is insane.
It is crazy.
He is
I don't
a
know
clutch
what
sport
y'all-
athlete. You're acting like it's not true.
What? That
You act like-
LeBron's
LeBron
reason
brought
why-
eight. Yes.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
So is
LeBron's
AD
the
coming
team.
without
You're
Bron?
talking about like nobody else
If,
wanted
Laker,
to play
if,
on the
La-
Lakers.
if Lakers make the
besides
trade
AD.
for the 3 young guys and the
Yes.
picks, is AD going to be a Laker? Yes or no?
100%.
You think so?
Yes.
You think so?
If they had the
if
cap
LeBron's
space,
not there,
yes.
if LeBron's not
Dude,
there.
he was saying,
Let me
I'm
tell you
only
this.
going to the Lakers next season. You trade me now or
because
get
LeBron's
nothing. Literally.
there.
LeBron was there.
LeBron is there. He didn't play because LeBron.
Why would AD go to the Lakers with fucking
How-
Lonzo
That's
Ball
what
and
I-
I
Julius
just asked that.
Randle?
You guys said yes just now. I just asked,
What
is
do you mean?
LeBron going?
'Cause
Is
Pelicans
AD
need to be
going
better.
without LeBron in LA for the same
If
players?
they traded them, yeah, he would accept it 100% because of Los Angeles.
But
he
didn't
would.
you
would,
just say?
or the
Didn't you just say
Pelicans
nobody
would?
wants to play with
Yeah,
the
the
players?
Pelicans would take the trade too. Why
Oh my
not?
God. You're saying
They made
this,
the
but
trade
you
because
just said
LeBron was
you
on the
just said
roster.
He would
I
want to
agree
go
with
to
you
LA
there, but you
without
wanna go to
LeBron.
LA,
Yes.
yes.
he would want to go LA
Every
without
single
LeBron.
player in the NBA
Maybe
wants to go to
he
LA.
wouldn't sign
You
there.
say this again.
Didn't you just
Because it's
contradicted
not
yourself?
smart.
You just
Okay.
contradicted yourself.
What?
How?
What NBA? What
Because you
star
just said,
NBA player
you just said AD would have. Oh, he would have been fine going to that team if they
for a
would have
trade?
traded.
100%.
But you just said no stars wants to go play with role players.
If you have the choice, yeah. If you have the choice to sign there as a free agent,
He probably
you would
wouldn't.
not
But
because
if they're like, we're gonna
the
trade to the
trajectory
Lakers,
of
he's
his
like,
career.
I'm in. You
If
know
I'm
what I mean?
Kevin Durant and I'm at,
But he would just
I'm in the
accept it if
prime
he
of
got
my
traded there?
career, why would I go play with some scrubs? Not scrubs, but a rebuilding team that has no chance of winning a championship. Why would I
Exactly.
do
It's
that?
the same thing for AD.
It's a trade though, not a
That's
a
even
signing
worse.
free agent. But he would have still.
That's even worse. You
he
lose
would've
the
accepted
niggas.
the
No,
trade.
it's not. He would have accepted the trade.
He would've
and
been like,
been
yeah, I'm
there.
down.
Yeah.
Like,
He wouldn't say, hell no, I'm not going to the Lakers.
Did he have no trade clause?
No.
There's not
Okay,
a
then
choice.
it doesn't matter. He
No,
doesn't
but
matter
he
what he
would
says.
have accepted it though. He wouldn't have said
What
like
is-
try to
what
like
choice
say,
is he? He's
oh,
gonna sit out.
Dog, he's a player on the Pelicans. The Pelicans got to accept, not him. He there
Yeah,
said
like-
because he was on the last
think
year.
he'd be
no,
happier
look,
trading
against
he
his
was
will?
on the last year of
Free
his
agency.
contract. He was going to walk to the team that he got traded to if he didn't want to be there.
Really?
Yes.
So he wouldn't go to a contending team, not a rebuilding team. The Lakers without Brown would have been a rebuilding team.
Yes.
AD would want to go to a contending team, right? Not the Lakers. So he would go somewhere else.
But he
Okay, but this is dumb
Right?
argument. Obviously, he's going to be there because LeBron James.
Brother,
is there.
Okay,
I
but
keep
our point-
like
our
okay.
main-
So a scenario that did
any-
happen. A scenario that did happen. Kawhi Leonard was he was supposed to be a Laker. I want to the perfect example is Kawhi, a star
Yeah,
level
that's what I'm
player
saying.
who was supposed to be a Laker, as everybody thought, went to the Clippers.
because he doesn't
Went
want to
to
play
the Clippers.
third fiddle to AD and LeBron.
Exactly.
This was no, brother. This was
100% why
this
it
was
was.
pre-AD. I got
No, it was not.
I got
No, it was not.
No,
He
it
was
after.
no,
It
it was
was
not.
after.
roster, 100%.
Hell
It was
no.
after.
Because
It was
He was on a
It
Spurs.
was hold on.
AD
He was
on the
2
roster.
teams away from where he is now. Ain't
In
no damn way.
2019, Anthony Davis was on the
Dude,
Lakers.
the year LeBron was on the Lakers, Kawhi won the championship in Toronto.
Yes.
Brother. There's no way he was thinking about the Lakers on the Spurs before we got LeBron. If anything,
This is a better like.
They were
argument.
supposed to come together.
If these
No,
guys,
no,
if
technically-
Bi, Julius Randle, D'Lo were all like 3-4 years better than they were on the Lakers, and like had a chance of like, oh, this team could actually have a chance of winning a championship. 100% AD would have joined.
Brother,
The
but
Lakers.
he's-
All
but
these
he's
guys
not
would
there.
That's
join
a
the
scenario.
Lakers.
You
all
said
those
these
guys
guys 4
can't-
years later.
Yeah, because they're
all those guys.
rebuilding.
Let me tell you.
If
Let me
these
talk.
guys are 3-4
Let me talk.
years in their prime or something
That
like
can,
that.
that can't work.
that
You know
doesn't
why
make
that
sense.
can't work?
That's a
you know why that can't work?
hypothetical.
Because those type of players flourished outside and not playing together. They can't flourish to that type of level, all playing together and all needing to like flourish. They can't do that.
Okay,
That's
wait.
not happening. They all would play better in different roles and different
Okay,
systems.
take those guys out of the team. If the Lakers were a team that had a chance of contending and had young guys that all meshed well together, every free agent in the NBA would join that team.
especially
Okay,
if they don't have a
but-
number one option.
Okay,
like
that's
the
dumb.
only reason like stars have not wanted to come here is because we've already had stars that were better than them. Like
Context.
multiple stars sometimes too. Like no one's gonna come join Kobe and Powell and be like, I'm gonna be third option unless they're a role player. No one's gonna join LeBron
make
and AD and
sense.
be like, I'm a superstar player. If we're talking superstar players, sure, we've got role players over the years, so it's not like we get nobody. But no superstar wants to come play third fiddle ever. Why would they do that?
Okay, it's not even about playing third fiddle, dude. It's just like these people, like there was that long stretch where the Lakers weren't that good. They were at the end, towards the end of Kobe's year, they was bad, but towards like the after his
Kobe
chip,
was still there though.
after his chip, I know, but after his chip, still until like 2013, 2014, before he started getting hurt, they were still a decent team, but it was still just him.
That's different though. People
It was-
didn't like playing with Kobe because he was really like.
But Kobe's in
pushing
LA.
and he
And they
was like,
tried. They
up
tried
the
with
grass.
Dwight Howard.
But that's
and
the
Steve
Lakers, though,
Nash.
Yeah,
right?
they tried that too. Dwight Howard came over. He said he's going to resign with us. Steve Nash literally signed.
And he was
with
like
us.
100 years old though. Like,
I
Yeah,
mean,
but they
Steve
tried.
Nash did.
They weren't
Bro,
good.
Steve Nash is one of the biggest money laundering schemes of all time. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Okay, but still, they
Steve
tried.
Nash. You want to talk about Steve
but
Nash?
okay, but I'm
Perfect.
saying from my point or me and Gabe's point is that after the Kobe years, if it wasn't for LeBron just coming out of the charity, like not just the charity of wanting to be in LA, AD would not have came, and the drought would have been much longer. People wouldn't have came just because they wanted to be in LA.
I
Because of
disagree.
the
Paul
situation.
George
And because
would
they
have came
couldn't-
next year or
You-
Kawhi
you
the year
think
after
Not,
that. like-
but at the same, you guys
We
say
would've
that.
traded for
no,
somebody
but you guys,
eventually.
okay,
Not
but you
like
guys say
the
that.
Lakers, bro.
You guys say that, but then in the same breath say that nobody would want to go play with the young role player stars. Like
We would have, yeah, we would
know
have
what I
traded
mean?
for someone, and then someone else would have signed.
100%.
But that's just like
But it's
hypothetical. We
easy.
could've
It's
done
like
that for
easy to
years,
say
you
we
know
would
what
have
I
traded,
mean?
we
Like,
would have, but that doesn't
would've
happen all the
That's
done
what
time.
you guys do. You
I
guys
know.
never
For years-
tank.
I know.
But for years there was cheats.
We did.
When
we
have
were
we
bad.
ever developed like
Bro,
there's
the-
like
from-
one there's
from
like
the-
one or
they
two
were doing
players
it
that
for
we
years.
developed. The rest of the dudes
From
get
Ingram,
traded.
from 20
That's
from
the Lakers.
2014
100% what they
from
do.
2014 to 2017, we were dog shit. We had the second pick for like
Okay, name
like
another
4 years
name
in a
another
row.
era when you guys were bad.
Another era when we were bad.
That's
Also,
what I thought.
also,
No, let me tell
hey,
you.
Hey, do me
From
this.
2010,
Hey, do me a
2010.
favor. Hey,
When?
name
What team?
another
Like
big.
Like 06 to 09.
Nah, that's not true.
We were
You guys won
all
a
right.
championship.
We were like
You went to
8,
the
no,
finals.
10, 11, 10, 9, 10 we won.
Okay, but 08,
But-
I mean 08, 09, you guys had a run for the championship. You guys were bad for a couple years. Kobe was trying to get out, and then they made trades, right? They always make trades.
bro,
to
they
get
were
a star.
they were like
And
around
another
the
star comes.
they were around like Kobe was around like hovering 7th or 8th seed, averaging like fucking 35,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah. Okay, and then
But that's like
they
barely
do?
Kobe's
scraping the
different.
bottom of
People
the
don't
barrel.
like playing with Kobe. They didn't like playing with
But
Kobe.
they also traded to get Powell, and then
Yes,
other
exactly.
people come in and they make a better roster. No one's coming to a rebuilding team that's bad in any.
Even look at any other team. What superstar
Okay.
player has signed to a rebuilding team on any team, let
LeBron
alone the
literally was a
Lakers?
charity
Okay,
case because
that's-
it was LA, right?
Yeah.
He came to the
LeBron would have
Lakers
not signed to the Magic, to the Heat, to
Our
none of
Wizards,
these
Wizards
teams,
if they're
bro.
bad,
dude.
like it's because it's LA.
Exactly.
That's a huge factor as to why people come to LA because of where it's at.
But okay, you keep saying people want to come to LA, and then
They
say that
do.
people don't want to come to LA.
When did I say like?
You just said they don't want to
Bro,
come to
you're
a
not
rebuilding
using
LA.
There's context that comes into it.
I-
no one's
but
coming to
LA
a bad team. The fact that LeBron came to the bad team because of Los Angeles being Los Angeles is a point to helps me and Bez's argument of people wanting to come to
Okay, LeBron wanted to come to LA for the city, right?
LA. Yes.
Yes.
Such
But-
as every other
For
player in the
Space
league.
Jam.
Okay,
Yeah.
and since then we got better, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like the only other marquee player we've had
Bro.
in a good it was
This
Westbrook.
dumbass
Let him-
point
let him
again.
finish.
We got AD
It's-
and LeBron. No marquee player wants to come play
But
behind
every-
those dudes.
No,
And if he
plays
does,
too.
the rest of the team is shit.
Exactly.
This new
Also,
But
so-
then
CBA.
why is
Yeah.
the
But
narrative?
it's
Everybody
cool,
wants
but
to
it's
come
cool,
to
but
LA.
it's fine
in
to
that-
play-
You can't.
No,
We
there's
literally
no-
traded for
listen,
Russell
listen,
Westbrook, who has a
listen.
marquee player at the
but-
time.
But
Like,
listen, in the
So
past
it's
4
what
years,
more do you
but
want these dudes
look,
to do?
It's
Like,
bad.
try.
It's
Brother.
bad for them to play behind Bron and AD, but it's not bad for them to play behind Kyrie and Luka.
Yeah.
What do you
It's
mean?
not. It's not
Who
bad.
did they
It's
get?
not- it ain't-
What
wait,
marquee
wait,
free
wait,
agent
wait,
did the
wait,
fucking
wait,
Mavs get?
Yeah.
Wait, let him
Clay was a bigger name. He's
Bro, he's
obviously not
affordable.
fucking. He's obviously not fucking.
Clay was
He's a
affordable
He's
for
a
us.
role
Yes,
player
he's a-
at this
but-
point.
Clay
Our
took
point-
less.
our
Clay took
point
less
is
money to go to
that
Dallas. I'm
good,
letting you know.
like-
Why did he take less money?
Because
He didn't want to go to LA. I'm telling
That's
you.
not why he didn't want to play with LeBron. He said
We
he
don't
was gonna do
mean
the same thing as
stars.
the Warriors. That's exactly what he said.
And
You
he
guys are
doesn't
making
think-
up
he doesn't
scenarios
think-
in your
He
head
doesn't
that
think
people
Luka
don't want to come to LA.
He doesn't think Luka doesn't play like LeBron. He's not gonna do that.
No, that wasn't his point. He
They
said,
just
oh,
made the finals too. Like they're way closer to championship than the Lakers.
Okay,
That's
literally
what it
said
is.
it.
the
thought he
point
was
is
the
that is a place. That is a place out of a different discussion about like who's gonna be better next year. But whatever.
He
But like
literally said they didn't
Okay,
want to play
but-
with LeBron
okay,
James
taxes
because
way
he thought it
less
was gonna be
too,
the same
like
as the
state
Warriors.
tax one.
He
But
said
it's
that's
true.
the reason.
Yeah, that's the reason.
why he
That's
took
true.
less money because it was
Not
basically the
because he
same
doesn't want to
amount.
come to LA.
So stop saying people want to come to LA. If state
Bro.
taxes are high.
The point,
Taxes
the
are
point
high, bro.
is like you guys keep saying people want to come, and then we'll say, "Oh, but why would they want to come?" Like they haven't wanted to come.
Context.
They didn't want to come when we were bad, and they don't want to come when we make the Western Conference Finals.
Okay.
They don't want to
Who can
come.
you get? Who
They
you
don't want to
signed?
come when we're in the middle.
4 people off that
We got
Western
fucking
Conference
Jackson
Finals.
Hayes.
Fucking
Christian
yes, some
Wood.
minimum
We had no
niggas.
money.
We got minimum Jackson. That's not good players.
And what
though.
season did
We had
Christian Wood come
D'Lo
off
and
of?
Austin Reeves under contract.
But if
All
there's
these dudes
people-
under
but if
contract.
there's
Who
people
was supposed to
clamoring-
get
okay.
Came off a great season.
If
Chris
there's
Webber
people-
came
if
off
there's
a good
people
season too
clamoring
for a
to come.
minimum. Jackson
there's
Hayes
people-
was
but if
okay.
there-
You guys made moves.
Torian
Jackson
Prince
was
a
like
good
whatever.
pickup?
He barely got minutes on the fucking Pelicans.
Okay, but
Like,
who can you afford with the roster you have? You guys are like forgetting
the
like cap
point-
space is a thing.
I get that, but they would
Facts,
make other
like, what
they
the
would
fuck?
make other moves to open up cap space if people actually were like, "Oh, I really want to come. I really want to
Like
come."
who?
They would want to.
So
I'm
someone
saying
else-
nobody has wanted to
Mid-levels,
come
mid-levels,
to the point where they want to do that.
mid-levels.
Yeah, like
Name a player.
I can name a player. Gary Trent's a mid-level player. Who else is a mid-level player that got
He's-
signed? No, let me think. Hold
He's
on.
a
guy.
free
I got
agent. No, he's not even signed to a team.
He is
It's a
and
mid-level
then we're
player.
also looking at like
I'm
we have,
giving you like contract ranges
Okay,
of
but-
mid-level players.
and we also have
We'll
niggas like the
get him. We can
Celtics
still
where
get him
so
this year.
is
Like,
okay, and also the Celtics fucking cap space, the cap roll is like fucking $18 billion, and you know what I mean? Like they're just chilling with
Re-signing
5
players.
maxes.
They're just re-signing
Okay,
players,
you know what I
though.
mean? But
We-
I'm saying
we
like
didn't-
Drew
yeah,
got
exactly.
traded 2 years ago. Like other people get
What
tra-
offer
not
could
2
you
years
give
ago, last
to
year.
the
We didn't have
Porzingis
Trailblazers
gets
that's
traded, like
better
people
than
get
what the
traded around the
Celtics
market, and a lot of the times the Lakers don't even don't even get near like the same
You're
kind
not
of
breaking it
deals.
down.
Okay,
That's
They
trades
don't
is a
get the
different
same
thing,
type
though.
of
You're
deals.
saying players
But
don't
it's
wanna come
trades
to
and
LA.
free agencies. It's just like
Dude, if the other team
In
doesn't
other
want to
way-
do business with the Lakers, what can they fucking do? If they're like, give us
that's
That's
our
the link-
point.
that's
but that has nothing to do with them
It has
wanting to
do
come
with
to
the
LA.
org.
Has
It has to do with the org.
But-
That's our point. It's the org.
No.
It's the org.
It's the org and Pelinka. That was our main point. That's
Hold up.
we
But
But that
circled
doesn't
back.
mean
Let me
players
break
don't
it
want to
down.
come here, though.
Let me say it
It
easier. Let me
is
say
because
break it down.
it's
Yeah,
unattractive
break
to
it down.
them.
Let me
It's
say
unattractive.
this.
Their
Name a
org is
player-
unattractive
name
to
a
them.
player that you guys couldn't get before, and like say like why you didn't want to, not why you didn't want to come to LA, but just name the player and we'll break down as to why, like reasons as to why he won't be on LA or
Just ask
why he chose a
every
different team.
Clipper role
Just
player.
name another
Brother,
player.
Kawhi, Paul George.
No, just name one now, like in this year.
This
Paul
year?
George? You can't afford Paul
This
George.
year, Klay Thompson, but he wanted to
Okay.
give him more money,
like 8
less
reasons.
better
taxes.
role, right? Better role.
Bro,
You
you,
could go with better.
that's that's
what he
debatable, bro.
That is what he said.
But that's debatable. You act like his role's not gonna be good
Obviously,
in
he
LA.
said that because
what
he's in the
he
fucking
said.
Mavs.
You can't
He's in the
go
Mavs press
behind what he
conference.
said.
We can only wait to see how he plays. If he averages like 9 or 12 points,
We're going off why he chose a different team than LA, right?
because
That's a fair
fucking,
point.
Because the fucking other players on the Dallas Mavericks suck compared to the Lakers. The fucking 3,
That's
4,
not what he
5
said.
down the line.
You guys are just
No,
making up
because-
points to fit.
You
fix
said
your
that, but
argument.
you said that
Help
his
your
role
argument.
is better.
Exactly.
Why is
That's
that?
what he said. He said that he didn't want to be on with LeBron, and like he said, he's going to be the same as playing with Golden State. That's how he felt. So he went to the Mavericks. He thought he can get better looks there, so his role would be better on the Mavericks. That's his point. That's why he joined the team.
Then why do you bring up taxes? Why do you
No,
bring up
but I'm
That's
taxes?
saying-
another point too.
If it's-
you can have more than one point as to why you don't want to play for a team.
But I'm saying, why is his role better on the Mavs?
He feels like he'll get open opportunities to have more minutes as a starter, and the media attention won't be as big.
Why do you
Is
think
that
he'll
not a
get
good
more
point?
minutes?
Huh?
Say, why do you think he'll get more minutes?
Because he's
Because
the
they
third
need
best player,
shooting.
right? Because he does not better than Reeves.
they
He's not
need
better than
shooting.
The team isn't as
Okay,
good.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I say he's not better than the
All right.
third, fourth, fifth best
All
guy
right.
on the Lakers.
All right, that helps our argument, right? Why would he go to the Lakers if you think that?
Exactly. Why would he? I'm telling you. Why do you think people want to
not
go
a
to LA?
good fit.
I'm telling you, people don't want to go to LA.
It's not a good fit for him. That's why he doesn't
Look,
want to go
hey,
to
man,
LA.
you
But
could
that
say-
agrees with me. He
How?
doesn't want to go. People, I'm saying.
If it was a good fit, he'd go to LA.
Listen. It's not an if. It's now. He's
you're
not a
saying-
good fit.
Okay, how does that have to do
No,
with
let me
the
say-
fact that
How
he
does
was
that
a
have to do
good
with
considering
management?
the Lakers.
Let me say
is-
one
is
term.
good.
Let me say one term. He did not come to LA. Therefore, my point stands. He did. No one come. People don't come to LA. Him going there.
Bro.
No. You could say
No,
the
that's
excuses,
dumb
the
argument,
context,
bro.
but that's the whole bottom line.
There's context.
If people
You
will
have
come
to take
to
into
look,
context. You
here's
have
the
to take in
here's the
context.
hypothesis. Here's the thing. Well, you guys are saying everybody wants to come to LA. Me and Omari said people don't want to come to LA.
Why does no
We
one
have
go
a
to the
cha-
Suns? Why does no one go
I'm
to the
just
Suns?
proving up. I'm
Oh,
proving a Klay
context don't
Thompson
matter.
point.
No
I'm proving
one
a
goes to the
context point.
Suns.
It's a context point.
They do. What are you
It's a
talking about?
context point. I'm saying you guys saying people want to come to LA. Me and Omari said people don't want to come to LA as much as you guys think. There's a player that we could have gotten with the money, whatever context that we talked about already. He did not come to LA. That is what we thought. Like, that's basic, like A, B, and
not.
C, right?
But he didn't
You can go in the
want to
middle.
come to
You
LA
can
now
add the
because
fluff.
it's LA.
You can say whatever you want. He did
my
not become a Laker. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we're
Like,
saying
all I'm
people
saying is
Yeah,
don't
but
people
you're
come.
saying as to, you guys are giving bad arguments as to
And
why
then we're
he
gonna
said
get
that.
you're
What
gonna
we
get
say-
Christian Wood,
He's like-
Jackson Hayes, fucking who else is a min that we got, bro?
It's not
Cam
a good fit
Reddish.
for him.
Yeah, go sign Mins. LA
why-
will sign Mins till they die.
Yeah,
LA
You're
will
like-
acting like
sign
he doesn't
Mins.
want to come to LA because LA's nasty or something like that. Like it's ew.
The
what you guys are making it
organization
sound to be. Well,
Is
how did that-
unattractive to the players
Okay, so the organization is unattractive to play.
Also to your point,
Yes.
Hassan,
How?
because dude, they've always in the media they talk about the business ran in the fucking Lakers has been bad for years.
Not once has he mentioned the organization being bad as to why
You think
they
he's
come.
gonna come out and talk shit about the organization?
If it was a
when
good
that
fit,
way?
you
wanna
would have
know
went. 100% if it was a good fit.
why
you
did
would've
Magic leave if it was a good fit at
Honest-
that
if he
organization? Why
took,
did Magic
if he
leave?
took the role that if he
AIDS
took the role that he
thing
needs,
Oh my God.
Yeah, what the
went. It was AIDS. That's why he's
He had to
not fit.
retire.
After playing as a GM basketball operations.
because he
Like,
didn't know how to do shit. He was dumb.
he didn't like the organization, bro. There was
Yeah,
too
he
much
didn't
shit
like
going on,
Pelinka.
like
Bro,
behind the scenes.
he did not know how to run an
fair.
NBA
That is
team.
fair.
he
So
made
someone
one
be-
draft
That's
pick
not
and
why
that
players
people.
aren't coming to the NBA to the Lakers.
That's
though.
not that's eight.
If
I'm
the
just
fit
saying.
was good-
I'm just saying like.
And
the
it's
upper-
also a different
But it's about
situation.
doing business. It's not just about like that's why
Okay.
we bring up trades because people don't want
But
to do
that's a
business with the Lakers
completely
'cause they don't
different
like
thing.
them.
People don't want to come. Okay, if that's one thing, if you're saying
It's
people
trades
don't want to, the
and free
organization, people don't like doing business with Rob and Jeannie. But it's a different thing to say people don't want to come to LA and the Lakers.
Exactly.
Like it's just because of the management in place. It's not because
I think
of the
it's-
Lakers brand and the
Lakers.
city.
I think it's
It
a
has nothing
management.
to
I
do
think the
with that.
Lakers'
Literally the
history.
biggest team
But that's
in
a
the
different
I'm saying
story.
this. I'm saying my positives. And I think the Lakers, city-wise, brand-wise, reputation-wise, history, legacy, all that stuff is positives. But I'm thinking the reason things don't go the way Laker fans and Laker organizations want, people probably like Rob, is because of the upper management in LA. I've heard stories about like the Rockets GM. Who is the guy? What the fuck is his name?
You Jerry?
Who's the Rockets guy? Not the owner, the
Is his name
GM.
Masai? No,
Okay.
is that
Daryl Morey?
No,
Raptors?
not Daryl Moore. He's in Philadelphia now. What's his name?
Is that
Simon
is
Jerry?
that's the
That's
Raptors?
the Raptors.
That's Raptors. Huh?
No, but anyway, the guy for the Rockets, I was getting sent. Fuck, I don't have it on my phone.
Alright, just say it.
Basically, the premise was they were doing trades with other teams and deals to, I guess, better help like offload other teams' negative problems, and they'll like brunt it. Like basically, if you have good relationships, in a way, this is just vague, very very vague. They'll like take a hit in order for the other team to do good.
Okay,
I am
that's a
like
fair point.
the Lake. I don't know if it's Rob. I don't know if it's the Lakers upper management, but they don't
Okay.
like they don't garner relationships with other teams, like other
Okay,
GMs.
that's fair, but to
Other,
say
like-
players don't want to go to LA is
Brother,
Well,
that might be a, but they don't come though. That's what I'm saying. Like
okay.
Yeah, one
That's
way or
organization
another.
to
we got LeBron and
organization.
AD. I'm not discrediting that anyway. I'm
Yeah,
not discrediting
one-
LeBron and AD here. But like, besides the fact, like,
All
people
we're
just
talking
don't-
about,
but we also
is what
don't-
players want to come to LA. Like,
But we
we're not
also-
saying
The pressure
We
too. Like
also
some people
don't
can't
mean-
handle
That's
that,
a
so-
negative. See,
we
that's-
also don't mean
but that
just
counts
like
on our
stars.
point. Like,
We
they
also
don't
don't mean
come.
just stars. Like one way or another, for whatever reasons, you know what I mean.
But
we
who, like,
think
who
we
can
think
you
that
really get,
one of the
though, is
biggest
my
like
point.
you guys keep giving us reasons to big up LA, but the fact of the matter is there's a reason that people aren't coming. They don't, and like there's a reason they didn't come when we were rebuilding, and there's a reason they weren't clamoring to come. And I'm not just talking about the biggest names, but I'm talking about like the top tier like role players, like good people who add
Name
to teams.
some.
Also,
that
look at how they handled
Maybe
D'Angelo
that's
Russell.
available.
Also, look how they
They
handled
got.
D'Angelo Russell. I know he had a bad performance. He had a great season. Bro, the first thing they did when this man opted into his player contract, they were shopping D'Lo on for anything. Anything they could find. They're trying to trade him.
any team with two.
Of course.
Why
But what
not?
I'm saying is you're trying to get a relationship for the players again. I know it's a business at the end of the day, but the way you're treating D'Lo like he's like something on
So
like
you
the
shouldn't
corner of
shop
the
him.
street.
You wouldn't shop him.
I'm not saying I would have shopped him.
They should have.
I'm not saying I would have shopped him. I would have handled it the way they're handling him.
For the goals that you guys
Bro,
are
they're
trying to
putting up-
achieve,
they're trying
him
to-
not performing in the playoffs is the reason why you want to shop him, right? So
But
he
it-
should be shocked.
That's not the. I'm saying the way they're handling his like I guess it's not because he's still on the team. He's not left yet. But the way they're handling his whole stay and potential trade or whatever happens if he gets traded for
How else
whatever.
would they handle it? That'll make it positive. in your
I don't know.
opinion.
They just started like as soon as D'Lo opted into his player contract and like except was it 18 mil or 16 any of the 17 whatever the price is, they were trying to ship around to see what they could fill the holes. Like Omari was talking about, maybe
As they
get a center, maybe get like another. Try and get. I'm not gonna get a first for D'Lo probably. I don't know. Second, get something back, but they're trying to get rid of him automatically when he opted into his player option.
What's wrong with that though?
It's not wrong for the business wise, but like as far as like you're doing this to like one of your mid level guys who's you're giving 17 mil to, people aren't gonna want to come because they're inclined to like get shipped out to like fucking Detroit or something maybe. You never know. All this stuff matters though.
But that can happen with any team.
They can have with any
Yeah.
team, of course, but
All
you
I'm
see
saying
it
is,
more
like,
with the Laker players.
you guys are
as well
pretty
because Laker
limited
media Laker media blows everything up. You understand what I'm saying? We're
I
talking about
think-
Laker tax. Why would
It's
people want to
also-
come
I
and be
think,
like
I think
like
you guys are making the problem overblown. Like I agree with you that there's some
really not overblown,
negatives about the Lakers organization.
Laker
like
media
with
too.
Genie-
Laker media is
Like
horrendous.
with Genie, the pressure of the Lakers organization,
LeBron being on the
LeBron
team.
James being there. Like there's definitely factors that limit people from wanting to come to LA. But I don't think it's anything that much crazier than reasons people wouldn't want to go to Detroit or reasons people wouldn't want to go to New York or some other team. Like
You
I
guys
don't
are
think
just
it's that
limited in
crazy.
what you can do. Like
the
there's
only
not
way
much
this
you
proves
can
our
do.
point is once LeBron and AD are gone, what happens next? That's the only way. Because
Then we can
if
talk
people don't
about
come
it.
for
Yeah,
4 to
then we
5
can
years,
talk about that.
it's the same repeat
Okay,
cycle with
then
after Kobe. 4 or 5 years, Bron came out of like godsend, bro. Like
You
I'm
guys-
going to LA because
It's funny because
Fa-
teams are bad for like 20 years.
Also, there's
teams
a whole-
don't win for
there's a-
so long, but you're complaining about
But
two
there's also a
periods
theory-
of time.
there's also a
Lakers
conspiracy
win
theory.
At, like they're winners, man.
There's a conspiracy
They're
with
second
LeBron.
in championships.
there's a conspiracy theory with LeBron that he came here because he had to film Space Jam and he stayed here. There's like a conspiracy theory about that.
I think
that's
it's true
dumb.
that he came to LA for like movies and stuff.
Yeah,
like
he came
that,
from. I
status.
swear, I
I
saw
wouldn't
this.
say
But you
just
still
movies,
got him.
probably just raise his
Yeah, I
family.
know, I
Yeah.
know.
That too.
Sierra Canyon.
But
He
yeah,
definitely wasn't coming here to win. Obviously, like he knew the team wasn't doing shit, but he probably figured that since
People
it's the
will come.
Lakers, they could get someone whether it's to trade or
yeah.
through free
Shaq,
agency.
you got another big free agency signing with Shaq because you got players you
20,
got
25 years ago?
And
Yeah.
he just wanted to be here.
28 years ago. Yep.
5 years
I
ago.
know.
I'm just saying.
I know.
And we had him for hella long.
That's the legacy portion. That's
Hella
the
long.
positive I'm talking about. Exactly. That legacy.
Once they're here, we keep him here.
Yeah.
These dudes don't leave the team; they literally retire with us.
Exactly. And
So,
people do want to come
Then we
to
go
LA.
get Karl
So
Malone.
even if
we
we
go get
get-
Karl Malone and fucking who the fuck was there?
Gary
Payton.
Fucking Gary
Yeah,
Payton.
bro.
It's just like
Sean
the
Kemp.
fucking
Great
The only-
stars.
it's just
You
like
know
getting
Karl
Melo
Malone's the
and
reason why we
Russell
lost.
The only time
Yeah,
recently
they-
we got good stars, or we got stars, is when
We
they're
got
fucking
Melo to
40.
come here. Come
Well,
on
yeah,
now.
when they're 40. We only get stars when they're 40.
Russ. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love you, Russ. Though.
Yeah, but last thing I want to say is that I feel like people do want to come to LA. It's just the situation in terms of where you guys are at as a team or how like movement you guys can do. Like you guys are pretty limited in what you can do or players that you could sign that could actually impact the team or reasons why they want to come there because of minutes and potential like roles on the team is why I think people, for your point, don't want to come to LA. But if there's opportunity there, most players in the NBA would come to Los Angeles, in my opinion.
But there's been periods of opportunity where we have roles to fill, and like I'm just saying that the like marquee role players that move around that contribute a lot to winning or that are known like I want to go to this team because I think that we make them a contender. You know what I mean?
But I feel
Like it's just, but people have a lot of the players in the last, like let's just say this year and last year, or even just this year. It's just like after getting to the Western Conference Finals, like there's a batch of players. I don't have a whole list, but people move around. People want to go other places. People like, you know what I mean? it's a players' league at the end of the day. Even if they're on another team, even if they have to get through a trade, people who like say they want to go somewhere, especially if an organization has treated them well and they've treated the organization well, will let them go to where they want to go. And for the most part, since after Kobe, even till now, besides LeBron coming there, and then the one Westbrook trade, which was horrendous, it's no like. Even from top tier role player to star, has made a request saying that they really want to get to the Lakers. Besides Kyrie, but that just Joe was like, Joe Tsai was like, fuck no, that just happened.
I feel like there's 29 other teams and better offers that other teams are giving.
But I'm saying
if
like
everyone else was on the same playing field, the Lakers would have the advantage in my opinion.
But I'm saying we got to the Western Conference Finals and it was just like crickets. You know what I mean? Like nobody's really clamoring.
We got Gabe Vincent. Did he not help
Prince.
the team make it to the finals? The Heat. Without Gabe Vincent, they would have made it to the finals. The Heat.
On that team, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not. He's
It was
not
a good
He,
signing.
it was
At the time.
He had a good year.
Yes,
But
I
I'm
agree.
saying he had a good
Westbrook
year.
trade
Yes,
was
but
good
I'm
at the
saying
time.
No,
It was good at the time.
I knew that shit was
Yeah,
good.
we were.
Hassan,
but
come on.
Getting a star to their
Yeah,
point.
the idea
star
was
coming to
good.
the
The
team.
idea was
good. The idea was
That was
good.
just
They got the
bad
wrong
fit.
player, but the
Big
idea
fruit.
was good.
Yeah, exactly.
That was just
Well,
a
I'm
bad
saying
fit.
he wanted to come to LA. Your Kyrie point too. He wanted to come to LA because the fit was good for him there. But obviously it didn't work out because of the Nets and everything. But players want to come to LA and to play there. If the opportunity
I'm saying
presents
it's-
itself,
it's
they
When
been-
players request a trade, the Lakers are always on their list of desired targets. Like,
I
it's
mean,
not, they
I
never
always,
not say
I
the
feel like that'd be,
Exactly.
but I feel like that'd be.
If
like,
if
wow,
look
okay.
like take it like this, if LeBron and AD weren't taking a third of our tax of our cap,
It's probably
you
more
know,
than that, bro.
no, LeBron's 33, AD is 30. And
Ain't no way they're
it
making
is.
that little. I guarantee you they're not, bro.
percent. That's percent.
Oh, percent.
Percent of our luxury tax
To-
of our
no,
cap
So
of our
60
cap
together. Then,
of our cap.
60% of the cap.
Yeah. So look, LeBron's 48, he's 43. Anyway,
Yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah, okay.
60% of the team.
so that's 60% of the team. Obviously, if Davis wasn't on like a fucking $48 million or LeBron was on a 43, like that type of shit, and LeBron took a little pay cut, AD took his pay cut. Anyway, they could get a third guy, right? And I'm assuming Hassan would agree with me. They'd get a nice if they each went down 15 or 17 million, they can get a $30 million player, right?
Yeah, someone will come.
Someone will come. Do you now
That's
judging
not
by
even
the
a
money?
max spot anymore, by the way. With the
Yeah,
new
crazy.
contracts, like
35
$30
mil?
million is like
That's
is a
not
good role player.
Yeah.
35 mils Harden.
OG got more than 30 mil.
30
Yeah, 'cause
mil.
he's
He got
older,
72. He got
Yeah,
70
he's-
year, 2
He's
million.
talking about like a young guy that wants
OG got like 38 mil a year, bro. We can't even
Crazy,
afford him.
right,
Mikel
back
got
to your
same
point.
amount. Like
Fucking
Yeah,
OG,
it's crazy.
huh?
it's
You were that much
And the
now,
new
huh?
CBA prevents the tax is so high now that like it's going to be extremely hard to go over the cap. Like we're already over the cap.
We're
to have
18
this
million
team.
over.
And if we get into the second apron, I don't know if you guys saw the Suns.
We barely-
They have the biggest payroll in NBA
Yeah, I have it
history,
up here.
$400 billion or $1 million.
I have it.
That's
and
crazy.
Their luxury tax is
their
pretty
their
crazy.
roster
Look at
is
this.
making like 197 mil or something like that,
223, I think.
or 223, and their taxes are the rest of it.
Yeah.
which, up to 400 mil.
Their
which
tax
is
bill is
ridiculous.
208 million.
There you go, that's what it is.
That is insane.
Which is the owner's not going to pay that much money just for
He's gonna go bankrupt.
having a mid-ass team.
He's
you
gonna
know?
go-
He's a
You
billionaire.
know,
I mean,
the
he is a
big three is
billionaire,
over.
but-
Like, oh my god.
I
He's
mean,
a billionaire, and the
those
team
are
makes
solid.
money.
Yeah, but
You know what I
Genie
mean? So
ain't. Genie's so
yeah, that's on Genie is cheaper. She's one of the
She
poor.
is cheaper, yeah.
She's one of the poor owners.
that's your-
if you're
That's
being
a
honest.
different convo, but I don't blame
What's
her
your
at the same
example?
time.
Yeah, I mean, she's just not that type of
Doesn't
Doesn't
owner.
matter that
Like,
much.
say,
It could be like some type of player like that, like a $30 million player.
You think they'll
I mean,
come to
maybe like take OG for example. If you guys are saying he'll come to LA, he might take 8 mil less. You know what? Like,
No,
like
he
if-
won't, bro.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. If there's money to be,
Nobody's gonna take a pay cut to come
Yeah,
here,
no.
but they will come here if it's all fair. You know what I mean?
Playing
If they're
field
getting
is
a fair
fair,
contract.
they'll come here.
No one's taking a pay cut to go anywhere, bro. Tobias
But
Harris
this,
went to the
I don't want to
Pistons, so he
I don't
didn't
want to
take a pay cut.
reiterate the point, but if you're saying people want to come to LA, they will take a pay cut.
No,
Then they don't want to come
no,
there.
they won't.
Then-
Nobody will take a
then-
pay cut
then
to
it's-
go
then
to
it's
any
mon-
team.
Then it's money reasons.
Name
right?
one player that took a pay cut to go to a different team.
DeMarcus Cousins
When did he ever take a pay
to go to the
cut?
Golden State Warriors.
He was coming off a
He was
fucking
coming
Achilles
ACL.
tear.
but he was a damn near all-star player. Was
No,
he
he
not?
was off an
Was he not?
Achilles
Was he
tear.
not? But was he not?
Did he play like
But
an
was he
all-star
not?
player when he came back
But
to
was
the
he
Warriors?
not? Was he not an all-star
No,
level
he's
player?
He was the
You're
third
just
splash
arguing,
brother.
like-
Was he not an all-star type
He
of
was
player?
the third
When
splash
he
brother.
hurt-
Come
before
on
he hurt
now.
himself, yes. After, hell no.
He was
Why
the-
is he-
That's
why
a
is he
player
worth
that
that
took a
much?
cut. That's a player that took a cut.
So someone's gonna pay him max money. Who's gonna pay him?
Not Max. What the fuck?
Who's
I never
also
said
good
Max.
money?
Also, dude
Who
went
was
to
gonna
the
I'm
pay him
not
good
saying
money?
Max.
Who was gonna pay him good money?
I'm not saying Max.
Who was gonna pay him good money? Ask
The
my
Pelicans
question.
didn't even offer him the same contract. He got even lower from the Pelicans. That's why he went to the Warriors. That's why he felt disrespected.
no one was
He was
gonna pay him
ring
good
chasing. He
money.
didn't even care what the offers were.
Exactly.
Bro,
he
no-
went to the
no one's
team
gonna
that
pay him
just
He
good
took a
won
pay
a
cut to ring
championship.
chase.
Oh
He took a
my
pay
God.
cut. You think the
It's a national
Sacramento Kings went off from
organization.
13
Terrible
million?
example.
You think the Sacramento Kings went off from
That's an
mid-level
awful
13?
example.
But they could. He played for you could offer him 13
Bro,
mil.
he literally went to ring chase with the team that won 73 games and then got Kevin Durant. Like,
Yeah.
and he was bad too.
Yeah.
He was there just to make
But
a
he
point to come back and
took
say,
a
"Oh,
pay
I'm
cut.
DeMarcus
He literally
Cousins,"
did
but
that
he
to
was bad.
spite the rest of the league.
You
Like,
told
that
me to
was the
tell you a
only
player
reason
that
he
took a
did
pay cut. He took a
He
pay
didn't
cut.
take a. You're not you taking
He took
context
a
as an
pay
example.
cut.
You're just
That's
arguing
not a
just to
pay cut.
argue.
But he took a pay
just to
cut.
make your point.
He took a
Like,
bet on yourself deal. He
But
didn't
he
take a pay cut.
Yeah,
Took a
exactly.
pay cut.
Oh my goodness.
He cut his
Hey,
pay.
okay, I'll tell you. Jackson Hayes took a pay cut to come here. So did Cam Reddish.
Yeah,
they
minimum.
got league minimums. They could have got at least $1 more million from some other team.
That's a pay cut.
Nah, I probably couldn't have.
Malik Monk
pay
took a
cut.
pay cut to
He
come
probably
here.
couldn't have.
That's
Cam
for
Reddish was one foot out
Yeah,
the
that
one
was
foot
a
out
bet
the
on
league.
yourself season
Yeah.
2.
sure. Yeah.
And look, he didn't come back. He got more money somewhere else.
But DeMarcus would have got a contract. He would have,
From who?
bro. He's DeMarcus. He had name value at the
He
time.
literally made minimum
Name value
contracts
not
ever
enough.
since that point, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he had
That's
name
'cause
value
he's
at the
payback.
time. He could have got a contract.
Who was gonna pay him?
Bro, the
Well,
Kings
obviously
would have
we
paid
don't-
him
we don't
15
know the
mil.
fucking
Who knows the fucking
free agency
like
last
people
year,
at the
bro,
time? Was it
2019?
2016? Someone would have paid him 15 mil,
Bro, if he
bro.
could have got more money, he would have got them. taken
Dog,
the
no,
money,
he was ring
100%.
chasing, bro.
Because he was a bet on yourself season. No one was gonna pay him.
He lost for 10 years.
Bro,
he
I
didn't have a chance.
guarantee you if he could have got a max, he would have fucking taken it and
Obviously
ran
not a
away.
max.
He wasn't getting a
100%.
max, but he would have got like 15 mil.
He would have took that.
He would have got brother. It's not.
Dude,
he
no-
wanted a ring chase.
Obviously, no one was giving him a good contract if he
So he
went and
bet
took
on
that
himself.
fucking minimum ass deal, bro.
Did you
Yeah.
talk to him? Did you see the contracts at the time?
Yes,
Him
he
taking-
literally said that himself. No one was giving him respectable contracts, so he did that to.
He
spite
probably
the
was
league.
expecting 40 mil a year, but we're giving him 15, and he's like, no, I'm
Dude,
fucked.
I don't know what the exact contract was, but the point
If it was
is,
what I
he
said,
was
then
getting
that's- then that
disrespectful.
proves
The
my
fact
point.
that he took
If it's not a-
the Golden State deal just shows us that he's betting on himself.
But here's the thing: if he was wanting 40 mil, they were giving him like 15 or 13, and then he took a 3-point like a vet min. That proves my point. He had a contract somewhere, 13
He
mil
felt
somewhere.
undervalued, so he took the bet on himself.
But
deal.
he
It
knows
worked.
it's not 40 mil. But I'm
He-
saying
he
it's
went
like
to a good
15 mil.
order.
That's not even the same situation. That's not like a completely healthy player who's at the same level going to a team to take a pay cut. That's
So
literally a
that's- yeah,
dude
there's
who
context.
coming off a fucking career-ending
He's still
type
an
of
all-star
injury.
talent,
And
but
it
you never know.
ended his career.
You never know. What
It
if
did. It did.
What if he came? He would have sent the 3. What if
What
he
if
came
this?
back and
What
he
if
was
that? What if this?
You were talking about a bunch of ifs for the Lakers just
Who?
now. About the if the Lakers had money, they'd get this guy. If it was a perfect level
using
world,
a
they'd
guy
get
that
this guy.
tore his
This is
ACL.
your words.
You somebody the worst player.
If-
All right,
You
all
can't
right.
think
You
of
use a
one
bunch
other
of
player.
Yeah, you can't use another.
You all
can't
use
use
if
another
statements
player.
from Reno
Answer
White
his
talk.
question. You're just
No,
deflecting,
because
deflecting.
I said
Answer
something.
the
You
question
said
that he's asking you.
I said something. I said what
Answer the
happened.
question. Okay.
I said an if,
Okay.
and then you said an if.
Okay. Answer the question.
What's the question? Because you talked
Say it
over
again.
Name another player besides
Another
DeMarcus
one.
Cousins.
Okay.
Bro, you're acting like that's like the worst example you could possibly give.
He's
Give me a
deflecting.
legit
But
player
every
that
time-
didn't
but every
tear
time
their
we-
Achilles the previous season.
He's deflecting, bro.
No, I got to think about it because this is a.
And
This is a
Even
new
niggas,
question.
even
This
niggas
is-
who
this is-
tear their Achilles the previous season don't want to come to the Lakers.
Who?
KD tore his shit. He didn't want to come here.
Who?
How are you gonna get Kevin Durant?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like, that's different.
He ended up on a team of fucking with 3 maxes.
Talking about a guy that was a top 50 player in NBA history. Is DeMarcus Cousins a
People
top 50 player?
force their like. Even
Plus, he already
Beal
signed a
Beal
guy
had a
that was
dumbass
gonna- I got
contract
check
and
one. I
forced his
think
way
one
over
of-
there.
one of-
Like,
DeMarcus
He's
Cousins
already
has been
signed
always
a deal.
injury prone too. It's not like it was his first major injury. This dude's always been getting hurt.
Kevin Durant too. Like
point is, nobody besides the one AD forced their way here. Like,
How are they gonna force their way to LA?
but
with
just
AD?
requesting like
Alright,
a trade
here
and
you
said,
go.
I want to go to the
Here you go.
Lakers.
So
I got
how's
one.
Kevin Durant?
I got
Like,
one.
Levine,
Hold on,
Levine.
hold on.
What,
I got a
what player
that
has
took a pay
forced
cut.
their way to a different
I got a
team
player
lately?
that took a pay cut when he was on the Philadelphia 76ers. James Harden took a $15 million pay cut.
Because he thought he was going to get paid the next year, and Daryl Morey lied to
He
his
said to
ass.
try and win.
100%.
That's another player that took a pay cut.
But he
You're not
thought he was
taking
going to get paid
context
the
into
next
you guys,
year.
you guys understand? You guys asked me to find a player who took a
Bro,
pay
you're
cut.
not
Harden
even
took a
thinking
pay
about
cut in
context
Philly.
at all. This dude went on a
He took a
fucking
pay cut.
China tour calling this man a liar
He took a pay
because he got
Why?
done
Why?
dirty.
To
Why?
help win in the next year to get more money to help win.
Okay, so that's why he took the pay cut. Then.
Yeah.
So there's context as to why he took the pay cut, correct?
No one's doing that for the Lakers.
Why is no one taking a pay cut to come play in LA? Why are people
Hey, bro, I
wanting?
guarantee you, if the Lakers went to a fucking like star player and said, "Okay, take a pay cut here, and we'll give you max money, even though you don't deserve it the following year," they would do it 100%. But Daryl Morey,
The Lakers giving someone max money that they don't deserve?
that's what because James Harden, Daryl Morey at the time, obviously after that season, coming off that second round exit again, he played poorly in Game 7. Daryl Morey didn't want to pay him the max contract, so he got done dirty. But he got promised that. He thought he was getting that.
Yeah.
I promise you, if the GM made a promise, if Rob Pelinka said, "Bro, OG Anunoby or whoever, we're gonna give you this little pay cut." It's not like he fucking took 20 million less. He took like a couple 7-8 million less. Next year, we're gonna pay you a full length max contract. He would 100% do that in order to win.
100%.
But he got lied to, so he wanted to get off the team because he didn't trust the GM anymore. It's context that matters.
Yeah. LeBron was willing to take a pay cut himself too.
Yeah.
To play for the
but
Lakers.
nobody wanted to come for the
Nah,
20
no,
million that he was
just
throwing
because
people's
it's
way.
such a
There's literally
team.
not that many good players we could have got either.
Yes.
Like
But there was like 3 you.
There was
like
3
three
players, and one of them we
zero.
couldn't afford. DeMar DeRozan got a way much more money
Better
from the
contract.
Kings.
You think he wants to play for Sacramento?
DeMar
He
was
just
late.
Did it for the contract. You wanted the money.
DeMar was late. I'm not even tripping off
DeMar,
But, like,
DeMar's DeMar. He was not moving the needle
Who
for me.
else? DeMar, Clay, and who else?
Fucking
Who did we talk
Valanciunas.
about? Okay, Valanciunas is fair, but obviously they want more money over there.
And he's not even. He's like an international dude. I feel like they don't care about like
And he's
the
not even gonna play for
spotlight
the
that
Wizards.
much.
He probably get traded at the deadline too
Yeah.
at the Wizards. It's just for the money.
So
You guys can't
He's
afford
also
it.
gonna get more opportunity there to rebuild his value. Maybe get a bit later.
Other than Gabe
bigger
Vincent,
payday.
since is it, who came to the Lakers
Torian
Torian
Prince,
Prince.
Jackson
Okay.
Hayes.
Came off a good
Okay.
season. Christian Wood.
on
Not
min,
the
on
mids.
min,
Okay,
on
not the
min, on
mids.
min, on min, on min,
Not
Cam
the
Reddish
mids.
on
We're
min.
talking about good
Christian Wood didn't
players.
come off a good
Give me
season.
some good players.
No.
TP
You
have
does
cap
not count.
space. No,
he
I'll
did
give you
not.
Gabe Vincent.
Why does he not
Gabe
count?
Vincent counts. No, because Gabe Vincent counts.
Why does not? Why
Gabe
does
Vincent
Gabe
he
Vincent
not?
was a playoff performer.
TP. Why does he not count?
Because he's not a playoff performer like Gabe Vincent was in the fucking
He was
league.
good.
Am
He
I
was
wrong?
good.
Am I wrong?
Yeah,
We're
Am
talking
I
about
wrong?
good role
Am I wrong?
players. We're talking about good.
He had an
role,
all right
like,
season, buddy.
He had a-
Relax.
We're talking
He
about
relax.
good
Get
to
out.
Yeah,
very
what
good
about
role
Christian Wood?
players.
He sucks balls, brother.
He had a good season prior, right?
No.
There's a reason why he took
Statistically.
him. So we want to say the
Statistically.
term. There's a reason why people didn't want to pay him. Why he's on a vetman. He averaged
Okay, now
17.
you wanna change
he
the
averaged
argument. Now you wanna
17.
change the
I
goalpost
never
for
liked
yourself.
Christian Wood as a player anyway. I did not want him on the Lakers.
Austin's your argument without taking any
You
context
asked me
and
about
looking
Christian
at
Wood.
the stats.
I didn't even want Christian Wood. I didn't even want him
Because
I don't like
he-
his play style. He's slow. He's not very defensive. He's a very streaky
Huss,
player.
you
I don't
guys
like
are-
him.
So you guys
Our
improved your team?
point. Our point.
No,
Barely.
not him.
It was improved. The improvements mainly were trading away Westbrook. That's where the improvements came. The signings
Gabe
that we
Vincent
got.
was a good signing.
Beside he didn't play the
Okay,
entire year.
Prior. You know, you guys are always
Hindsight,
saying-
he
Okay, but I'm
sucks,
saying-
right?
Hindsight, he sucks.
Before it
But
got
now,
here.
those-
Yes,
No,
I
but
agree.
okay,
I was
Hassan,
hyped.
my point-
Was
my-
I not? Was I not hyped?
Our point is like our free agency signings. You keep saying that people would want to come to the Lakers. People would want to do this. People would want to do that. And then you name our free agency signings, and it's all men niggas that nobody wanted.
What do you mean?
It's
He was
all
not
men.
in the
Like
league.
besides Gabe
Bro,
Vincent,
we had D'Lo, Austin Reeves, Rui already on the team. We don't have that much money to sign, so it's not like
You're
we
not-
had
you're not
fucking
taking
max.
Those guys we
Contract
traded
stuff.
for. We traded for those guys.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
We traded
Well,
Russell
yeah,
Westbrook.
exactly.
But
That was-
Who
that
was
was-
making 40 fucking million. We couldn't sign anybody
Who
while
else
he was
could
on
you
the
add?
team.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are not taking cap
But
into
people have
consideration, situation, like fit.
We
for
had
the team. You
mid-
guys
okay,
aren't
but I'm
taking all
saying,
those
like, our
factors into
mid-level-
Bro,
account.
when we had Russell Westbrook, we
Our
literally
mid-level
signed
and-
Melo and everybody on min deals because we couldn't do nothing else.
Here's the question:
Yes,
Why
but that
why
was
do we
then.
resign Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, all these guys, Rui
I just
Hachimura
say.
to all these deals? Why do we resign them? We would have money, right? Hindsight would have money if we didn't resign them. Like
Because
that
they
high.
played good for us. We
guys
the
made it
Western
conference
Conference Finals.
And
Why
then-
would we
why
let
wouldn't
him
you
walk?
resign
And
Yeah.
then now we have no money.
do you
Hindsight,
mean?
right?
What
We
do
don't
you
have money
mean?
we don't have extra money to give a max contract because we paid them because they played good, right?
You guys
so they
tried
played
that with
good.
Westbrook,
Here's
and
the
it didn't
here's the
work.
timeline.
You know
They
they're
played
still
good.
under contract.
Here's the thing. They played good. They got paid, right?
Yes.
They got paid. Next year, when we got time to fucking compete again, the team doesn't do as good as they did before.
Okay.
Now that we locked in those guys, we gave D'Lo a player option. He took it. Now our money's tied up. We don't have to think. That's the Lakers' fault. That's not my
How?
fault. That's not how they
But
offered
it's
them
like,
a contract.
would you have let
They-
all those dudes walk
That's
after
not what I'm
winning the
saying.
Western?
That
What
is
were
not
you
what I'm
supposed
saying.
to do?
Yeah,
So
what are
they
you gonna
traded-
do?
they
What are
should
you
have
gonna do
traded
differently?
D'Lo.
I'm just saying that's what the Lakers did. I'm telling you what happened in the past.
Yeah,
Now,
they did the right
now the
play.
Lakers, they did the right thing.
Yes.
After right now, they did the right thing.
Bro, in
What else could they
hindsight,
do?
it's
We
easy
have
to
no money,
say.
right?
It's easy to
What
say
else
in
could they
hindsight.
do?
No,
What
it's
else
not-
could they do?
We were talking.
But it's like you can't talk in hindsight.
I'm talking.
The GM did the right thing at the time.
did the
I'm
best-
talking
the
in
best nuggets
hindsight
they
right
had.
now because it's like the consequences of that. So after 1 year of those re-signings, at 1 year's passed, we didn't get further than last time, and now we feel like our money's tied up. Are we wrong? We have no
Yeah,
money.
you have no
Okay.
money.
Okay, and even with the LeBron pay cut, and if Reeves, Rui, all these guys, and D'Lo had less contract, which was probably not gonna happen because at the time it was a good signing, right? Before hindsight, we don't have money to give people, and now we're like, oh, we're the same place as we were right now.
So
we're
what
not
would you
gonna
rather
improve.
do?
Me,
Yeah.
as of right now,
Yeah.
other than the pay cut, I mean, what else could the Lakers do?
If you were the
trade
GM
players.
of the Lakers this offseason, what would you have done, brother?
Here, my hands are tied if I was the GM. Let me tell you why. The GM, I said the GM. Speaking of LeBron, he gave a pay cut, which is great, but everything else is tied up in Davis, D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, in that order, and
With
we
the
have
right
and all these
play.
and Gabe
They
Vincent.
all got
of
good
course.
contracts, though. It's not
Exactly.
nobody's getting overpaid besides Gabe Vincent. Like,
Okay, but we're talking about
you
here.
deserve that
You're talking
money.
about from this point onward, right? I'm just telling you what our flaws are and how we can improve. Other than the LeBron pay cut, our money's tied. There's not much we have. We have 20 million to spend, right? We had 20 million, but that was gone because we didn't get anybody.
Yeah,
So
no,
LeBron
we
signed
still
up.
have our MLE.
Yeah, we have a few picks. We have
have
like
like
four
three-
first rounds in like a couple seconds. We do. We have like a couple.
we have a few picks, sure.
We have a few picks in this decade.
But look, that's a different conversation because
We do.
that's a different conversation because teams don't want to trade with us. Is a completely different story. You know what I mean? Like,
I think
But that goes
that's
back to what me and Omari
fair.
said about the
Exactly.
but if
organization.
so if the
That
other
is-
team
yeah.
if the other team doesn't want to do business with us, like we can't help that. If
Exactly.
he's gonna overcharge us,
That's
We
our
can't help that.
point.
Exactly.
No,
That's
your whole
our
point is that
point.
players don't want to come to LA.
That's exactly
that was your
what
whole
I'm
point
saying,
before.
But
That
it's
was the whole
because of the
argument.
org.
That's not true.
I said it. My first point was because it's because of the org, and it's Rob and I said Rob was escaping accountability. That's how the entire
Okay, but we're
conversation
talking
started.
We're-
Rob
we're
was
talking
escaping
about
Talking about
accountability.
just the
organization
players.
versus organization, not players coming to LA.
But that matters because they got to
It
deal
ma-
with them. They
it-
have to deal with the
Hassan,
org. They
because
can't
one
just
way
say,
or
"No,
another-
No,
wanna
because
come
they
to
wouldn't
LA.
stay here if it was so bad. It's just It's
one
just the
way or
other
another-
GMs don't fuck with Rob. It's not like the
Exactly.
players
That's
don't fuck with
different.
Rob.
That's
That's
a whole
the org.
different
That's part of the
conversation.
org.
But
Dude,
That's not
Rob
what-
Pelinka was
what the
literally a
player
player's
wants.
agent. You think they don't fuck with him? The other teams know that he tries to pull some shit and like tries to finesse other
Exactly.
teams, so the other GMs won't trade with him. The players like Rob themselves. That's why they stay here because they feel taken care of and they know that they're gonna get their rightful
Is
respect.
Dinwiddie
as the
resigning?
Lakers.
Is Dinwiddie resigning?
Bro,
He
he's
sucks.
ass.
I'm not. Look, I'm not.
You think it's that?
You literally
So
don't
they're
even
sitting
want it.
courtside. So they're sitting courtside for what?
You guys-
He didn't want him either.
Look, this is where the
But they
disconnect
take care of
came.
the players, right?
He wanted to sign
Hassan,
here too,
Hassan,
right?
Hassan.
Beforehand.
I did not want that
Hassan,
man
this
on
is
the
where the
Laker
disconnect
uniform.
came. It's not like I get what you mean that Rob is not doing anything to players to make them not want to come to LA. But the fact of the matter is, you guys said that like players really want to come.
They do.
But I'm saying the end result that we've seen in the last years is that we can't get players.
Context.
Yeah, okay, there's context.
It's
Yeah.
cut.
The
it's 'cause
common
the-
denominator we've changed.
Let
Look,
him
we went from rebuilding. LeBron came, we fixed it up. When we were bad, we couldn't get many players besides LeBron, and when we're good, we still can't get many players.
Because of contracts.
It's been 5 years.
But I'm
Listen,
saying-
we've had LeBron for 5 years.
Exactly.
Let's go. It's because
But
of
through
contracts.
those times,
I got something for him. Hold on.
through those times, right? We've changed up players, we've changed up coaches, we changed up staffs, we changed up everything. People still don't want to come. What's the last thing that we
Because
haven't
of
changed?
contracts.
But what's the last thing that hasn't been changed in the organization?
Robbie.
What's the last thing that hasn't been
Yeah,
changed?
we've tried.
Pelinka,
We've
yeah.
changed everything else.
Okay,
The
but
The
Even
common
if
denominator
Pelinka
is Rob
leaves-
Pelinka hasn't been able to like
Okay.
for whatever context. You know what I mean? When it comes to coaches, people like lately we've seen a lot of coaches get fired in 2 years, even when they won a chip 3 years ago.
Even if
But I'm
Pelinka
saying-
leaves, that doesn't change the fact that you're still not going to get players, though.
That doesn't. But we don't know that.
I know
The-
that because
no, we don't know that for
you have
sure.
people under contract,
Depending,
like
but
Gabe
depending
said,
on.
with Reeves, Hachimura,
Okay,
and
but
everything, you have to
depending
take
when
into
you
context
change,
of your
but when you
cap.
change presidents and GMs, generally they come in and at least try to do something to change to make their own touch on the
Okay,
organization at the time.
Let me ask you this.
But
then.
wait, let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
But right now, like, regardless, when it comes to coaches, it's like, regardless of the context, like, Vogel got fired because Westbrook, pretty much. You know what I mean? Because of that. Vogel didn't deserve to be fired in reality. But they didn't go into the meeting and say,
They
oh,
should have
context.
blown up the team in the first place.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm saying they didn't go, and I agree. But they didn't go in there and be like, oh, it's context. At the end of the day, somebody has to be held accountable. And they keep holding the coaches accountable, and they keep holding players accountable
Yeah.
by trading them or not re-signing them.
Yeah.
But Rob has never like, you know what I mean? He's escaping accountability in
Okay, but he's
his
made up
role
for some
in.
certain things. Didn't he not?
Besides the Westbrook move,
One
I don't
trade
feel
deadline's not
anything
gonna
he's
move.
done that bad. Like
It's
the
bad enough for him to
Westbrook
get
move,
fired.
the Westbrook move is horrible. I'm not
But-
gonna disagree with
yes,
that. But ever
but
since
I'm
then,
saying there
he's done a
hasn't-
good job, dude. The fact that he was able to get D'Lo, Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley
On good deals, too.
on good deals for fucking Russell Westbrook,
Yes,
who was
he did
garbage,
good. Like he
was
did
good.
He,
Like
he did a good job. But I'm saying that there's like one stint in the span of a long time, and people will try to give him credit for the LeBron stuff. But it's like LeBron just wanted to come to LA. He's the one
Yeah.
who really just wanted to come to LA, and then AD forced his way. Said, "I'm literally not going nowhere, and I won't play for nobody else." You know what I mean? Because LeBron was there. I don't agree with you saying that he would have just done that without LeBron. No, he would like because you guys in the same breath said that people didn't want to play with that same squad.
No,
and
I'm
then
saying
said
if
that
the
he would,
team,
even
like,
if they would have
wanted-
traded him, he
my
would have been
po-
happy.
My point was like if the team, like traded AD to the Lakers or something like that, and then they traded like for someone else, then he'd be happy.
that's-
'Cause being
but
in
that's
LA.
a
Players want to be
hypothetical,
with
like-
a Laker.
That's a
my whole
hypothetical
point.
if they would have traded for somebody else. But our point is like people don't want to go there just because it's LA.
What do you mean?
Like they want to go there if it's LA if there's a good situation.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm saying, but that's not just because it's LA. But it's also like
Why would
we've
they
had
wanna
decent
come here in a
situations and
bad
people still didn't want to
situation?
come. Like, and so when
When
there's
is
good
when they
situations
have good
because
situations?
we've had decent seasons with LeBron there, the team
Well,
has
you can't
been good
afford
enough.
anybody though. That's the whole point.
yeah,
But okay, we're not the only team with 2 max players. You know what I mean? Like the people obviously find ways to move money around.
The
They're doing
Celtics
something.
exist. The Suns exist.
Yeah, like but
Celtics-
even besides, I'm not even gonna use the Suns because that's just they're just
They made
astronomical.
their
They're just
own
astronomical,
Westbrook
and
trade.
Minnesota
They
is paying
yeah,
a lot.
and they're
Minnesota's paying a
paying
lot
for
for
it.
their players.
but who did they sign, bro? They literally traded and drafted all those dudes.
Exactly. They traded Gobert for 5 first-round picks. That's a good
We're
deal.
talking about money being used, right? Money, like money.
But
being
my
given.
but
a good deal.
my main
There's-
point is that I've heard of so many things especially over the years, is about
Gobert's
Rob,
getting
the
paid
way Rob
43
Pelinka does business
Yeah, they traded for him.
and how Rob Pelinka doesn't like being or like the GMs and stuff don't like doing business with Rob
That's
Pelinka.
fair though. That's fair.
That is fair. But so you're just gonna keep him?
Okay, but even if
So he's gonna let it. You know what I mean? Just let it happen.
Even
Just
if
let
they
it happen,
fire him,
right?
what's
Nobody
gonna,
wants
what's
to.
gonna be different. What can the
They
next
can get
GM do?
a better GM
All they
that
can do is
does
trade the
better.
players that they have right now.
Yes, but I'm saying you can. It's just all these other teams getting like super friendly trades going on. People like each other.
Yeah.
But you have a GM that nobody likes.
Okay, that's a fair
I
point.
get that it's not his. It may not be his fault. Like, you know what I mean? Because he
Yeah.
was an agent and they don't like him for a reason. But I'm saying at the end of the day, regardless of context, results is what matters. You're like for the last few years, you haven't been able. Like you're getting Lakers taxed to death, and it's not even just Lakers. It's like almost like a Rob tax right now. It's like you're getting Rob taxed to death in trades. Trying to, he did a good job with the signings,
recouping
and
of the
you know what I mean.
Westbrook
I
trade, yeah.
agree with that. I was praising him for that.
What else
But
can
I'm
you do,
saying-
though, is my point.
But I'm saying before and after, like not doing. But I'm saying it's a very bad indictment not doing anything at the trade deadline and not doing anything at the free agency.
What could he do?
He's a GM. It's his job to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Like,
I'm not a GM.
there's not much you can do.
Yes, there was. Other teams did more with less.
Who?
What? Like I said, the Bulls trade was ass.
It was
The
a good trade
fucking
for them. They needed a playmaker. They got
no,
Josh
somebody.
Giddey,
There was
and they wanted to
also
get
there was
rid of
also another
Caruso.
trade that I was like, how they even fucking do that? And I'm trying to like remember.
Pelicans
Dejounte
one?
Murray.
Murray one?
Yeah, what did Murray?
Again,
What did Murray go for?
That's because the
What did Murray
fucking
go
dudes
for?
don't want to do trades with the Lakers, bro. That's
That's
just
my point. But it's not just like
Okay, yeah, and I
you
agree
have
with
to.
you.
And
I
also,
agree
they
with
don't
the
want to take
organization
D'Lo back
thing.
either. Like that
Yeah.
doesn't fit on the
I'm
Hawks. It doesn't
saying-
make sense for
I
them
agree
to
with
do
the
that trade.
organization thing with Pelinka, but I disagree with players,
players,
not
yeah.
wanting to come to Los
All
Angeles.
right.
Okay,
not
that's
Mr.
fine.
Shea.
But that's fine. But I'm saying that like that's what I'm saying.
GM to
That's where
GM, yes.
that's
Yeah.
where I was saying
I can
that
agree
that's where
with
the
you on
disconnect
that.
is. I'm blaming Rob, but it has nothing to do with the players.
Okay.
It's about Rob. Like
Okay.
people don't want to trade with him for one reason or another.
Yeah, I
To
agree
me,
with
it doesn't
that.
matter what the reason is.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's like if you have somebody in your organization that is known that people don't want to do business with them, why is he in the organization? What is he there for? You know what I mean? Like it sucks for him
Because he hasn't done a terrible
like,
job.
I
agree.
get
If
he
they
doesn't
do
have
bad
a
this year,
terrible
then you
job.
can kick him
Yeah,
off
but
on
I'm-
Dog, but
that's what
like
I'm saying.
even
You
the
can't
big
keep
things, the
escaping
big things with
accountability
LeBron
forever.
and Davis. LeBron came of his own accord, and then literally him and Davis had like a fucking link up to pull
But,
up
like,
and team up in LA.
At the same
The
time,
only thing
rosters.
the only thing I give Rob is getting rid of Westbrook and getting that deal.
Good
I get,
answers.
of course, that was a miracle, godsend thing he did, but he also caused that, so that cancels out, right?
Yeah.
Other than that canceling out, what else has man done? Yes, we got Gabe on a great contract.
Won a chip under him too.
we did.
All right, we wanted. All right,
we just want a
chip. It's just a chip.
no.
That's LeBron. I'm giving more credit to LeBron, man. He's on my
Oh
plan.
my goodness.
Yeah, he's on
And
my
look,
plan, man.
we
You
had-
want
we
to
had
give credit to
Caruso-
Rob, but
Hey,
when they do
Kuzma-
bad,
let me say this,
you blame
let me
him?
say this.
We had like KCP and them. They was chilling. They
Okay,
was
so you don't want
ass,
to
and
give
then
credit
they
to him,
got
but when
better.
they don't do good, you
Clearly,
blame
if
him.
we resign damn
No.
near everybody on that comes to our team, I feel like they're doing something right. Like the only players
Or
we
good
let
deals,
walk
too.
is dudes who can get more money other places.
No, the best niggas. They
Caruso's
let
a big
Caruso
example.
walk. Like
Well, they traded him. They didn't even let him walk.
we let Caruso
Oh, yeah,
walk.
yeah,
We
yeah,
let
no,
Caruso
That's
walk.
what I'm saying. We let Caruso walk.
We let
he
Caruso walk
it's 'cause
after-
we didn't want to give him more
Let
money.
KCP
That's the
walk.
thing,
Yeah,
though.
because it's tripping.
No, we traded KCP
Yeah.
Did we?
for Russell
Oh, yeah,
Westbrook.
for Westbrook.
Fucking
Yeah,
dumbass.
And
for
Kuzma,
Westbrook.
yeah.
But we let
no,
Caruso walk.
KCP re-signed with us. Literally, after all, he was on the
Yeah.
team while we were shit, and he came back.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was luckily there, and he improved because he was playing like.
we got dudes like JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Rondo. Like
Yeah.
Ron Deasy. Yeah, but them niggas was old too. Like we just luckily we got like some. oomph
Danny
out of
Green,
them, you know
Avery
what I mean?
Bradley.
I
Like
feel like we can all
Danny
agree
Green.
that if the
That was-
Lakers
that
don't
wasn't
do
on that
good
team.
next
That was on
year,
Senior Citizens.
Plinker could go.
I think
I can agree
I
with
think it's
that.
time, but I agree. Like obviously he'll get this year, but I'm like especially if things still don't change much, because it's like why I'm so mad is that going into this year, as far you know what I mean. If the season started tomorrow, you know what are we?
Yeah,
the same
you
niggas.
Like we
Had a
needed,
bad free
we needed to
agency.
do
We're the same-
something.
That's the
I'm
point.
gonna
We've had a
disagree with
bad.
Like
free
I'm not the
agency.
GM, but we needed to do
So
something. Keeping
eventually-
it the same as Boof. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
So
I mean,
I'm
yeah, this offseason
that's my
was
point.
terrible. I can't
Eventually,
disagree.
Okay.
Rob can't keep.
It's the first
escaping
like
accountability.
it's the first disastrous offseason or like really bad offseason we've had.
You know,
Every
we
other last year I was happy with the additions.
you know, we should do a time like an online video, a Discord video, going through the last reign of Rob Pelinka and seeing everything he did, so we can have like
I was just looking at it.
like from 2018,
signing,
2019.
every
When was he
Lakers
there?
signing.
from 2020
2020
from the championship. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah, from that we should go down the list and see what we're putting in the positive pile and the negative pile. What good thing he did, what bad thing, and
Definitely had more
we'll see if
positives.
you think so.
Yes.
We can
I-
go down the
technically,
list.
that
thing is
It's a
Westbrook,
good video.
right?
It's a good video to
Yeah,
make
yeah, the
too.
Westbrook
Like
thing.
judging
Walk
Rob
letting
Pelinka's
Caruso
tenure as a
walk.
Laker.
Caruso,
Yeah.
We
Let
could call
Caruso
it judging Rob Pelinka's tenure as a Laker, whatever. We could do a video on Discord. And, but I want to see what he did
Either
and what he
way-
didn't do. And so, because this man has, I don't know, he is the common denominator of all these things, as Omari said.
Either
I mean,
way, he's
that's
on the
every
hot seat
GM,
this year,
but-
so if they don't do good.
Well, I mean,
this year,
Daryl Morey's
they're
gone, but the Rockets still do very good things after Daryl Morey's gone. You know, like the Rockets still make good moves
The
in their
Lakers
thing,
need to change
in
like,
their
It's
in
only
their
been for
draft.
one season or 2 years.
Hey, that's still good.
They were terrible.
I
2
mean,
years
yeah,
ago.
it's a lot easier to go from a shitty team with young players to a better team than it is from a contender to like even better. You know,
Yeah.
they had no max players. Jalen Green, like Sengun, those guys have
On
rookie
rookie
contracts. So they were able to overpay Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks' value cratered after that series with Memphis, but they paid him like
Yeah,
that
ADM,
he
didn't
got
happen.
a max too.
Didn't he have 80?
Dude, they
Well, Van
they
Vliet's
signed
contract was
Jock
got to-
Landale to some garbage ass contract.
Van Vliet's
Yeah,
contract
yeah.
is really good for the Rockets.
They were just handing
They give
money
really
out
good
to anyone.
contracts.
Like,
Yes.
They gave non-guaranteed deals, which is
Some
very
young
good.
dude
but
just
still,
tore
like,
his.
But they did good. So
If
The-
Rob had all that cap space to work with, I promise you he pulls in
People
some
will come,
players.
yeah.
Like
A young dude, Deron Holmes, suffered a
yeah,
torn
sorry,
Achilles.
tore his
Oh.
It's tough.
fucking thing. I
Rest
thought
in
he
peace,
was.
prayers.
He was my sleeper of the draft too. bro.
Really? He
Sucks.
was?
Yeah, that's why I said
actually, wow.
he was the backing up for
He was
the Nuggets.
apparently he was hooping too.
Yeah, he had like 15 points in like 20 minutes.
Oh